Bitcoin has had a week here like we haven't seen in ages, but the question is now looming, is 6,000 a target that is going to become achievable? And if so, how long until that target is reached? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. What is going on, my friends? Today I'd like to discuss Bitcoin and the $6,000 target. I know, ladies and gentlemen, the Moon Boys hooting and hollering from the rooftops. Here it is, Kirby. We're going to the moon. And I would like to dive into that, ladies and gentlemen. Are we in fact ready for a next leg up to the moon? Are we in fact due for another Ripanachi Dandada, tell your wife, tell your father? Or are we looking right now for a correction and a pullback down into the lower 3K region? And as a full-time trader, I'd like to discuss with you my strategy, my game plan, and how I plan to crush this market right now in the immediate term. So without any further ado, you guys already know the deal. If you like these daily crypto videos and nightly live streams, smack that thumbs up button, click the subscribe, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Moon the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Moon them up. All right, so we'll begin with our Bitcoin technical analysis. And of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice, this is not trading advice. These are only my own opinions, ideas, and observations on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk, and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. Being said, let's begin here on the 1 week time frame. As we see, ladies and gentlemen, clearly we have finally created that higher high. As we can all see here, these white arrows that I have drawn have been the prior lower highs all throughout the macro trend, just the same as we had seen throughout the entire bear market. Now, for the first time in the whole macro trend, ladies and gentlemen, the whole thing from the exact top until now, this is the first real higher high that we have made with volume and a definitive break. All right. So what we are seeing right now is the first time that Bitcoin has traded outside of an extremely bearish structure. Although we are still in a bearish structure overall, we have broken two key resistance levels for me, and that was the first one here at this red box of resistance. That was to take out all of the prior highs, create a new higher high, and sustain. And ironically, within the same move, we actually broke my second level, which was this orange line here, which I will draw a box now to visualize it better. Not only did we take out the first resistance level, but we also in the same move took out the second resistance level, and we are tentatively holding this line right now. Although the week is not over and this candle does need some more time to get data into it, we are seeing a picture right now that apparently looks like we are going to hold above this level. And if in fact, ladies and gentlemen, old resistance becomes new support all the way up here, there is some bullish sentiment to that. I mean, that is what you'd like to see. And if you are subscribed here, you guys would know that I've been outlining three key levels for Bitcoin to end this bear market. The first one being this resistance box, the second being the orange line, which is now this red box here, and the third one obviously being this red resistance box at about the $6,000 region. Now, we've already cleared two of them. I don't want to say that the bear market is over yet, because in my opinion, that is not true. I would like to look at this further and evaluate. And of course, when I say that, ladies and gentlemen, when I say that the bear market is not over yet, in my opinion, it's not like I'm declaring that we're going back down all the way to 1,000. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that there are still not enough confirmations for me to definitively believe that the bear market must be over. Can we get those confirmations? Absolutely. Just the same as we've got confirmations that this bearish structure here has been negated for the time being. I await for the confirmations, ladies and gentlemen. That is how full-time traders crush this market. If you're sitting here rubbing the crystal ball, oh, Kirby, I called a psychic hotline and he said my altcoin's going to the moon. If that's how you feel, ladies and gentlemen, then this may in fact not be the market for you. If you leave this up to chance, if you leave it to a throw of the dice and a gamble, you will in fact take that trip to Wrecked City with Average Joe and James at the water cooler. This is not a game of chance, ladies and gentlemen. This is a game of probabilities and statistics. And what I see right now is that we still are underneath our last key resistance level for the bear market as a whole. Of course, we all know the holy grail of moving averages, this teal line right here, the 200-week moving average. We have cleanly bounced off of it 2 times, ladies and gentlemen. And as we all know, the last time we bounced off this line was the end of the bear market back in 2015. Got to give it some merit. But also, we cannot lose sight here that we have had a bearish cross on the 50 and 100 MAs. We are also now trading below them. Our 50 moving average is coming down quite rapidly here on the weekly time frame, and we are looking to test that right now. In fact, we have relatively already tested it. We are up in that vicinity. Let's actually look here on the daily what we're seeing. The daily paints a little bit of a different picture, and it's a better one in my opinion, as on the daily here we are seeing a cross on the 50 and 100 moving averages, bullish cross. We are also now trading above the 200 daily, something that Bitcoin has not done in a very long time, ladies and gentlemen. The last time being, wow, all the way back here in March 2018. Over a year ago, ladies and gentlemen, is the last time Bitcoin traded above the 200-day moving average. And we are doing that right now. Something very good from a bullish perspective, in my opinion. But now that we've looked here at the daily and the weekly, let's get into the meat and potatoes. Let's get in to the 4-hour and 1-hour time frame here to inspect what I see going on in the trend right now, to inspect what Don Carbonaccio is seeing inside the chart right now, and what my plan is here to crush this market and get this crypto. But if you are just tuning in now, don't forget to moon up the likes, moon them up, smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell. Let's get this crypto. Satoshi needs a new pair of shoes. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are subscribed here, you would know last night that I was keeping my eye on this region. Excuse me, wrong tool. Keeping my eye on this region right down here. Bitcoin was trading within a roughly 3% range all of yesterday evening. And now we have floated with not really any volume, just kind of a float into the next channel, which is now between 50.55 and about 49.80. Roughly, if we use our price range tool here, another, less than 2% range. For me right now, we are at the crossroads for this trend. If we got stuck in this range, I was looking for a plunge rather quickly down to this box down here, anywhere between 4,400 and 4,200. But the fact that we floated up into this box up here now is leading me to believe that this is now going to be the point of an explosion here. What we are looking at, ladies and gentlemen, if we use our rectangle tool, this is the last line of defense, in my opinion, for the bears here. If this level is broken, we are going to look to test the high again up in this channel. We are once again going to be looking for a test up to the high. And to be quite frank with you, ladies and gentlemen, this is just speculation on my part. But if the bulls are able to break this box here and able to retest the high, I believe that at that point, there may be enough juice in the tank to get through this cluster here and maybe test the 6,000 level. It seems like a far way away right now, but as we know, the market is very illiquid still right now, as we can see that just by one buy here in a very short amount of time that we've seen these candles moon up $1,000 in literally less than half an hour's time. And for me right now, if there is juice left in the tank, the next move would be to roughly around the $6,000 area. Doesn't mean that it has to go to 6,000, but even anything up in this vicinity, between 5,800 is fair game for me. Between 5,700 and 5,800, that whole area is fair game for me if there is juice left in the tank. Now let me explain. I'm going to make this a green box here for my target box from a bullish perspective. But right now, I'm not convinced that the bulls have to be in control here. I want to show you why, okay? So the level we're at now is not being broken with conviction right now. We have also now tentatively put in a lower high if we go back down. If we had our top here, bounce down, create a new low, come back up here and only test the old support level, right, which is this whole area here, and get rejected back down here, not looking strong in my opinion. And my targets, if you are subscribed, still from last night, are going to be the top of this resistance box at 4,400, potentially the 0.618 Fibonacci at 4,300, and potentially the bottom of the box at 4,200. I believe all of those from a macro perspective are still bullish for Bitcoin. It would be uncharacteristic of a pump of this magnitude to not retrace for a healthy pullback before another leg up, in my opinion. What we're seeing right now is very uncharacteristic, that we're just going to pump like this, sustain, and continue higher. This is Bitcoin. I mean, anything can happen, but as a full-time trader, as somebody that's crunching these charts day in and day out, it is uncharacteristic, in my opinion, that we would not at least look for a healthy pullback down to a Fibonacci retracement and or old resistance becoming new support. That is just my opinion there, ladies and gentlemen, and I think it's healthy. Of course, as I explained last night, micro, this would be bearish, right? That's what, again, these beginner traders that don't understand what I'm speaking about, and they just get all upset and flustered because I'm not here saying, just hodl, hodl, hodl. Bitcoin is going to be 500K in 3 years. Just hodl. Because I don't say that, they get so upset because they don't want to put in the work, ladies and gentlemen. They don't want to trade. They don't want to put in the work and grind. They just want to buy a coin and hodl. And all their dreams will come true, ladies and gentlemen, like a fairy tale with the happy ending. But what I'll tell you right now, James, what I'll tell you right now, Joe, is that when you don't put in the work and grind, when you don't put in the hours it takes to thrive and succeed in a market for savages only, your fairy tale does not have a happy ending. Your dream becomes a nightmare, and you wind up taking that trip to Wrecked City with Average Joe and James at the water cooler, sipping H2O out of a cone-shaped cup in a break room. Sheesh. Sheesh. So let's get this straight, ladies and gentlemen. The thing is that in a macro trend here, macro meaning the whole thing as a whole, big picture, for me, a pullback down to this level is still bullish, as we've broken the bearish structure that was all down here, broke it. And now we had our overshot Moonboy exuberance candle, a retrace, and we've consolidated above the old bearish structure. You see what I'm saying? So when I wake up in the morning, ladies and gentlemen, and begin my day with a nice tall glass of freshly squeezed Moonboy tears, I see that these clowns, degenerates, and gamblers will all begin to cry when we pull back to these levels, and will likely call for the gloom and doom, "Oh, Kirby, you." And what we'll wind up seeing, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, is a potential consolidation range and a potential retest of the highs. If we overshoot this again, ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's going to be very, very, very difficult to get past my bullish target zone here of between 5,700 to 6,000. That is my ultimate target. I mean, it would blow my mind if we were able to get past there and just continue. I don't believe that is the case, ladies and gentlemen. I still am under the impression here that this is likely a bull trap. I really am. I believe that this whole area that we're in here now does have the merit behind it to potentially be the bottoming range that we may chop around in ping pong for months on end inside here. But as of right now, I'm seeing that there's two ways for this to break. And the thing is that they're both going to be incredibly potentially lucrative for those that are playing the swings in this market. And you guys know, I keep my VIPs up to date with my trades in real time, ladies and gentlemen. Every entry, every target, every take profit, etc., etc. I post it for you in VIP exclusively. I will see you in VIP right now, ladies and gentlemen. There is no reason to be taking that trip to Wrecked City. There is no reason to be getting crushed. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I will see you in VIP right now. If we zoom out here, ladies and gentlemen, once more, the thing is that this whole range we're in right now is so juicy. Look at this from the top of the resistance box to the bottom of the support box now, right? We'll actually flip this green. Let's flip this green because to me, that is a support box now, potentially, right? Tentatively, because we have not tested it yet. But per classical technical analysis theory, the old resistance box should now become the new support box. That, my friends, from the top to the bottom is a 23% range. And if we continue to ping pong in this range for quite some time before a definitive break back into the bearish structure or a definitive break up to test into a bullish structure, my friends, we are looking at potentially life-changing trading opportunity right here, right now. It's staring us in the face. Are you going to be the one that cashes in on potentially life-changing trading opportunity? Or are you going to be the one that stands in the way of the headlights and gets caught like the deer? The choice is yours, ladies and gentlemen. You see the information presented. You see what's going on in the chart. Are you going to be the one doing the crushing, or are you going to be the one that gets crushed? That is the choice that it looms for all, ladies and gentlemen. Too many of these moon boys sitting here wishing for something to happen, hoping for something to happen, crossing their fingers, calling up the psychic hotline and asking them to rub the crystal ball and tell them their future will be all fine and dandy. Ladies and gentlemen, that is not how you crush this market. I like to play the probabilities. I like to play the statistics. And for me right now, it's all about watching this range right here. If we reject back down, retest, and fail, I'm looking more towards that correction back down to our box down here between 4,400 and 4,200. If we rip through here, I would expect probably a rejection here and a test higher. If we break the high, I see no reason, ladies and gentlemen, that we could not test my target box between 5,700 and 6,000. That is my honest opinion. Of course, once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is not investment advice. This is not trading advice. These are only my own opinions, ideas, and observations on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk, and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. I will be trading this aggressively, ladies and gentlemen. I've got the battle helmet on, the mud boots, and the trench coat because it's time to get this crypto. Grandma has got the oven preheated, and Grandpapa is ready for a new pair of shoes. I will be keeping my VIPs up to date with my trades, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be playing this range absolutely aggressively. I hope you see that I see a vicious move, potentially life-changing for some, potentially soul-crushing for others. I see that this move is looming. I'm ready to take advantage of it if it does in fact occur, and I'm ready to get this crypto. So I will see you all in VIP right now, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I post my entries, exits, targets, take profits, etc. in absolute real time for you, exclusively in VIP. There is no reason to be getting wrecked. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I will see you in VIP right now. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could one last time, moon up the likes, moon them up, smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell. Let's get this crypto. Guys, until next time, I hope you see what I see here. Very exciting times ahead. I'm getting back to my VIPs right now. I need to get my head back in the chart because when this move occurs, I need to be 1 step, 2 steps ahead of every other trader and algorithm in this market and prepare to get this crypto. So I will see you in VIP right now, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to my VIPs. I will see you in VIP right now. And until next time, my friends, be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.